Okay, so we finally got done with the first test, and Ayano Koji has put it out there that he is amazing. He got a perfect score, beating out everyone from Class D. So I know people are going to be asking questions, and this shouldn't be the first time that people ask questions. We know from Freak, I don't even know what test it was or how long ago the test was. It was the one where everyone in the grade year was able to vote for people and who to save, who to go, and that one dude from Class D finally got kicked out. But in that test, Ayano Koji was named the person that people voted for the most. And everyone was wondering how could he be the one? He didn't do anything. He's not popular. So this is not the first time that people in the class are surprised by Ayano Koji. So I guess we'll see. Without further ado, let's get straight on to it. Make sure the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, could you try and calm down?
I'm perfectly calm.
Okay.
I just want to figure out how he got a perfect score on a math test as hard as that. Some of those questions were far beyond any high school curriculum.
What it seems like to me is Ayano Koji is
Isn't
trying
that
to pull something behind our
a
backs.
class fault?
Yeah, that
Oh.
would explain it.
What?
He probably cheated.
Cut it out. You got no evidence Ayano Koji's done a damn
Okay.
thing wrong.
One thing I like about Shido.
No way, man. His academic score on his OAA was even lower than mine.
So what if it was? Maybe he was only slacking off before, same as Koenji.
Yeah, that easiest example is Koenji.
See you later, Miyachi.
It's funny that half of them actually know about Ayano Koji and how they don't know the full extent, right? But there's a lot of people that are in that cluster right now who know that Ayano Koji is hiding a lot of himself. So it's funny, they're all like waiting around, and then the one dude in the middle is like, he's got to be hiding something, and everyone's like, It's like, yeah, he's hiding something.
I see your chat with the acting chairman went without issue.
Hello.
Yes.
It seems you've become quite famous. How are you going to explain this to your classmates?
Heading back there now, so I guess we'll see.
I'd be ready for an interrogation if I were you.
Oh, he knows. He's ready. He's been planning this.
There you are. Care to explain that perfect score you got on the math test?
I'm not quite sure what to say.
Then allow me to explain.
I'm asking
okay.
Kiyotaka, not
Sure.
you.
I know. If you want a serious answer, I'm the one you should talk to.
And you waited until now? You were in the classroom for like 30 minutes.
Well, we got to know each other, and it came up that he was exceptionally gifted academically.
I've seen his scores and he's maintained barely average standing since our first exam.
That's the
It's
point.
only looked that way because I asked him not to show his entire hand to the school at once. I wanted our own ace in the hole.
All right. Then why choose now to show him off?
Over this past year, Class D has come together more than I could ever imagine.
Not the music.
At this point, someone targeting Ayano Koji is less of a threat. We would simply work together to protect him.
I can at least understand where you're coming from. Is math
I don't know how you
subject
pulled
he
that.
excels in, or
No.
is there more we should know?
I'm afraid we'd still prefer to keep some things close to the chest.
Works for me. It sounds like the fewer people who know, the better. The way I figure, if they don't know where his strengths lie, they can't form a solid plan.
I can't deny that. I'm sure they'll be reeling from
Gosh, I
evaluation.
love that he's buying it.
That's all.
I mean, it
hope
is
that
a
was an
good
acceptable
explanation.
behind our deceit.
Running off without saying a word?
Yes.
I still want to know why you didn't tell us earlier.
You have every right to be mad at me for this, Keisei. So I'm sorry.
We've been in a group for a while, so there are some things I'm sure I know about you. Like how at your core, you're really not a bad guy.
There's parts of me that think Ayano Koji is somewhat nice, but then I've been burned before by Ayano Koji, so I don't know.
There, we're all friends again. And to celebrate the grand reunion, let's meet up at Kayaki Mall. The man of the hour. You here to meet someone?
Yeah, I'm getting dinner with a few friends of mine.
I saw your test results.
I took a look at your OAA scores from last year.
Of course,
Didn't
everyone
seem to
did.
line up with what we're seeing today.
Up until recently, I was hiding my skill at math.
That sounds awfully convenient, doesn't it? Well,
Hmm.
I suppose you're gonna be a bigger problem to us than I'd once thought.
You're welcome.
It was their choice. It's not our place to judge how the other classes operate.
Oh, you're so
Ayano Koji
nice.
is not our enemy.
My bad.
Mm.
Having a hard time keeping my head straight. I'll see you.
Why? Why do you have a hard time keeping your head straight? What are you hiding?
If you didn't hear, we dropped down to Class C.
Oh,
I feel like our class needs to toughen up a bit.
Do you remember
Really?
the conversation we had before?
You mean
Where's
about
Class
putting
C
my
now?
focus on growing and moving forward with them?
They might disagree with how you choose to lead. Some might even decide they've had enough and betray your class's trust.
Yeah, there already is one or
But
two
no
of them,
matter
I think.
what, I hope you don't change.
I'll protect my classmates no matter what we go through. I'll make sure I'm the first to go. I owe them that.
I'm relieved to see your resolve hasn't taken a hit, but I have an objection.
Oh?
Which is,
I would never let you be expelled so easily.
it's not like I planned to, but understood.
Flustered.
I'll stick
I understand.
around, I promise.
Where's Kai? Kai.
So it was Suzune's idea? Keeping that big brain of yours a secret?
Yeah, I'll go with it.
I spoke to Yosuke. He said you stood up for me right off the bat.
Koji, what was your plan? Like, what were you going to say if Horikita didn't step in?
Around a fight.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't play dumb. I could tell you were at least as dangerous as Hosen back there. Be straight with me, man. How much more are you hiding?
Everything.
Don't know. Sorry.
What do you mean you don't
I
know?
shouldn't bother asking.
Aren't you angry that I was keeping secrets from you?
Not angry. Though you did make me feel like I was going crazy. But hey, I'm keeping my eyes focused on my own road for now.
But about you and Suzune?
I don't like her like that.
Oh, for sure.
He's just keeping it clear. Just in case.
Well, you owe me one.
Great.
Anyway, let's talk. You've got that 20 million point bounty for your expulsion. Would the school really approve something so inane?
Could be anyone. It doesn't have to be the staff.
But who else would have the means to pay out such a price?
Class A?
Come to think of it. Could
Or-
it be our new student council president?
Yeah, like the top
Not
first
sure.
years.
President Nagumo obsessively saw my brother as his rival.
And now he
in
sees
turn,
you.
My brother only seemed interested in you. I won't pretend this idea is foolproof, but I'm meeting President Nagumo as you asked, and I'll offer to join him on the student council.
Glad to hear.
Will he accept you, though?
Being on the council would let me keep an eye on him. I understand that falls in line with what you want quite well. But you want me to do more than keep an eye on him, right?
Frankly, part of me does want to see some reforms.
So there's no stake for you? Then why were you intent on forcing me to join?
The brother?
Could start moving things in a disadvantageous way. If he does, we could use an inside man.
You care to come to the meeting with me?
Why
No.
would I?
Heck no.
Simple. It could help us determine if President Nagumo's the one who placed the bounty.
But he's.
See how he reacts to your presence.
Fair enough.
I feel like he's a good hider.
So, why are you here?
I'm here because I'd like to join the student council.
As much as I'd like to, I'm hesitant to agree.
Yeah.
I thought you were interested in taking all the help
That's
you
such a
could get.
long table.
But
Goodness.
it's different when it's you. If you had joined the student council before, you could have worked with your brother. So why now?
Our conversations were forced, and until his graduation, we didn't have a single one that felt normal.
You're saying you did finally make peace?
Yes, at the end of his high school career. And that made me think. This council he fully devoted his student life to. Why did it mean so much to him?
You know what? Props to her for making it sound believable.
You would walk the same road as your brother? Correct me if I'm wrong, but does that mean you eventually intend to take over as student council president?
Right.
Threat.
I will become the next student council president.
Interesting. So may I call you Suzune?
You may call me whatever you wish.
Okay, don't say that.
I would like another executive from the second years besides Honami. So welcome to the student council. Are you just gonna stand there, Ayano Koji?
Yep.
Or are you joining?
Nope.
I'm afraid I'll pass.
I figured that's what you'd say. But I have good news for you. We're finally past the initial rush of work that starts the new year. That means I'll finally have some time in my schedule to spend with the underclassmen this summer.
Yay.
You can count on a lot of fun times coming your way.
Is that a threat? I feel like that's a threat.
Is today a special occasion?
You're still hurt. It must be hard to do with your hand like that.
Yeah. A whole knife?
But you realize you keep making my life harder lately.
Where'd that come from?
Like how you got that perfect score in math. With all those eyes on you, it's hard to tell people we're dating. I don't want people to think I'm only dating you as a status thing.
Would that be a bad thing?
I just think it comes off as a little vain.
But for boys, we're celebrated for dating beautiful girls like you.
Oh. Oh, sly.
Hold on, do you
Oh,
really
it's
think
like-
I'm that beautiful?
Do you think I'd date someone I didn't find myself attracted to?
Yes.
Hi there.
No.
Who it is?
Don't answer.
How's your hand feeling?
Yeah, see, no. No.
Come on. Be nice and let me in.
Wouldn't tomorrow be better?
Aren't I owed something in exchange
So
for partnering
creepy.
with Pseudo?
So creepy. Get out of here.
Forget, did you?
I remember. Still, my pantry's bare at the moment.
By the way, how's Karu Izawa?
Why do you think she's here?
Because I've kept an eye on her. But if you play nice, I'll keep it between you and me. So what's it gonna be? Hope I wasn't interrupting anything.
Oh, absolutely. You know.
You sure you weren't about to have sex or anything like that?
Just laying it out.
It's explicitly forbidden by the school.
But no one really cares about those rules. Example A. I bought these with my school points. For you, consider it a get-well gift. I'm here to set the record straight so you don't get the wrong idea about me.
Nope.
And what
I don't believe a word you say.
Though it may seem that way right now, I'm not your enemy.
It's hard to believe, all things considered.
Just because I played with Hosen like my puppet and filled his head with plans on how to get you expelled from school.
Yeah.
Get him expelled. What do you gain from that?
Uh-oh.
200 million
Somebody
points.
didn't tell their girlfriend the whole story. So why did you leave out the bounty on your head?
What does that mean?
I mean, exactly what it means. It's a bounty. Someone's trying to kill him.
She devised a complex plan very quickly. A feat indicative of a White Room student.
I mean, you have to know. She's the
If she
one.
were, why would she reveal her true nature to me now?
I don't know.
I'll leave these groceries for you. Have fun.
What's in the
What
box?
does that mean?
I think I know, but
Aw, would you feel more
wanna make sure.
comfortable if I stayed?
I'd rather you left us alone.
Then I'll give you Lovebird some privacy.
was that the door outside or was that just the door to the bathroom? Just hiding in the bathroom?
Ayana Koji, it's good to see you.
Yeah, morning.
What do you want?
It's been a while since I last saw you.
Yes, I felt ashamed after all the pain I put you through, so I was avoiding you. So do you hate me?
I see no reason to hate you.
Yeah, I don't.
You were doing
No.
what you thought was best to clear your special exam. On that note, is it over?
Not yet. It's still ongoing.
I heard your last one took
least
its
she's
toll,
laying it out.
That a first year was expelled over that special exam.
That's right. A boy from class 1C lost his chance to continue learning here. Now he's gone in the blink of an eye.
Wonder why.
So now, I'll focus on living a life here I won't regret. What about you, Ayana Koji? Will you also live your life without any regrets?
That fountain was a paid actor.
I'm glad to see everyone in attendance today. As you know,
We're going back on the cruise ship.
for 8 full days, you'll be allowed to enjoy your vacation in peace aboard this luxury
In
cruise
peace.
liner.
Yeah, okay.
There will be no special exams interrupting this time. You will first have to get through a special exam unscathed.
Of course.
When can we expect this preliminary exam to begin?
Today.
This test starts over the break. Before you relax, you'll be put through a deserted island survival game.
Again?
Best of luck.
Again? Hey guys. You know what? You guys are great. Cool. Great school. I guess if you want to say it like that. More variety would be cool because they already went through the whole like survival island thing. Unless the rules are quite significantly different. I doubt. I mean, they probably are because they're using the same island thing. But still, I feel like it's going to play out similarly. But I guess we'll see. This guy bought it hook, line, and sinker. Like, oh my goodness. I am interested, or I was interested to see what Ayana Koji would have said if Horikita didn't come up. And here's the thing. This anime, this show, makes me second guess every single person's motive. Because when Horikita came up and started spieling the whole, oh yeah, I came up with it, whatever. I thought, oh, she's looking out for him, as she sometimes does. But then when Horikita and Ayana Koji were talking, Horikita was saying, okay, now you owe me one. And then I started thinking, oh shoot, that's the whole reason why she did it in the first place, because she knew at this point, if she would have butted in and saved the day, Ayana Koji would owe her something. So there always is secondary motives. And it's ridiculous, but it's fun. I love it. I sort of get his frustration, like why he's frustrated among everyone, or more than anyone. And it's because he's the one that kind of created that group and they were studying all together. And when you realize the person that you were studying with almost had all the answers in his brain, you almost can't help but to feel somewhat cheated. So I get it. It's still crazy how he just accepted it. But they only focused on his math thing. I'm pretty sure there were other tests. I think there was 4 in total, I believe. Because they said the max is 400, I think. I could just remember it wrong, but which would mean there were 4 different tests. But they've only talked about the math one. So I'm assuming all the other ones were low enough. And he just went hard on the math exam just to ensure that he was safe. But I could be wrong. Ichinose. Ichinose is an enigma in my eyes, in which I constantly, when we see her, I constantly think there's no way a leader of a class, especially someone from Class B, is this nice without any ulterior motives. Because we've seen the leaders of Class A, so many motives. Seen the leader from Class C, so many motives. And it's almost like Class B was Switzerland, just not handling any beef at all. And I thought to myself, there is no way someone could just be this nice and this open and still be in Class B. In which I was partially right, because they got knocked down to Class C, which sort of makes sense for 2 different reasons. One, Ryuen seemed like he knew what he was doing. I mean, he always knows what he's doing, but to an extent. But he seemed like he had a good plan. So we know that he was going to rank high, or his class was going to rank high. And then the fact that Ichinose went a different route and had the little social gathering, which brought first year people who were more social and less academic to their side. So they had all around less points. So while yes, her class was able to get partners pretty quickly, they weren't necessarily the cream of the crop. And that also reminds me of this, where this dude, he was saying how Yonakoji, deep inside him, he's a nice person. I want to completely believe him. I want to completely believe that there's some things that Yonakoji has done, at least recently, that has made me think, oh shoot, he's starting to acclimate within the school setting a lot more. He's doing things because he cares for people. So I do sort of want to believe that he's right, and that Yonakoji is truly a nice person, but that niceness has been pushed down by all this logic and stuff. On the other hand, and I remember this somewhat clearly, in season 1, when it seemed like him and Horikita had a thing, and it was at the end of the episode, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to use the heck out of her. It completely destroyed my whole vision of who he was, to the point of where every time he does something nice, I immediately think, oh, he's not actually trying to be nice. He has like a secondary, tertiary motive behind all these things. The only times that I think he sort of cracks, again, I could be wrong, when he's talking to Ichinose and when he's talking to Kai. So I do think that there is some niceness there, but only when it comes to those 2 people. Everybody else, different motives. When it comes to Pseudo, surprisingly, I think Pseudo is probably Yonakoji's best friend. And the only reason why I say that, and I don't mean to be rude to Pseudo, but the reason why is because Pseudo is so simple-minded that Yonakoji doesn't have to double guess, or not double guess, what's the right word? Second guess. He doesn't have to second guess Pseudo's motives. Everybody else, you have to second guess. You have to wonder, oh, are they actually hanging out with me because they want to use me, or they have different motives, or all this stuff. When it comes to Pseudo, I don't think Yonakoji has to worry about that at all. So it's almost like when he hangs out with Pseudo, it's like a break. He doesn't have to worry about Pseudo trying to get a one-up on him. And that is why I think Yonakoji probably feels the most relaxed with him, and that's why he's the best friend. Horikita makes a good point that it doesn't have to be the staff that puts the bounty on Yonakoji's head. It could be someone that actually has the 20 million points, which my mind immediately went towards the higher students, like people from Class 2A and then people from 3rd year. Now, Horikita makes the mention that it could be the student council president, which it makes sort of a lot of sense because he was kind of introduced last season as not only Horikita's rival, the brother, but he also had a sort of asphyxiation with Yonakoji just because the brother had a asphyxiation towards Yonakoji. That being said, she also questions why Yonakoji wants her into the student council. She makes good mentions as to, oh, they need a spy, they need someone to relay information quicker, all that jazz. But one of the things that she didn't mention, and that Yonakoji actually did it for, I mean, partially did it for, It's the fact that the brother wanted Horikita to be part of the student council. So there, again, is another part of Ayano Koji being somewhat nice, in which he entertained the idea of Horikita joining the student council. And it's one of the reasons why he pushed so hard for her to do it. Then again, I could be wrong. He could still not care at all. Thanks, Ayano Koji, for making me think this way about everything. And then the president. I mean, he's smart. I'll give him that. Right? We saw him go up against the brother Horikita in the last season. So, I mean, he's not stupid. It sucks for Ayano Koji because not only does he have to deal with the person from the White Room, but now he has to deal with the student council president. And that's on top of literally everybody else trying to aim for him. So he's got his work cut out for him. They almost kissed. Trying to think of a secondary motive for Ayano Koji in this part. Give me some time. This, however, is so creepy, yet so amazing. Here's the thing. The way the silhouette's placed, you don't really see her nose that much. So it's almost as though she's wearing a mask right here, which almost, is it this intro where they're wearing the masks, or was it a different intro where they're like wearing the masks and whatever? Anyways, creepy as all heck. It reminds me, weirdly enough, of Five Nights at Freddy's. Maybe she reminds me of Baby a lot in Five Nights at Freddy's, but just like the whole idea of someone just peeking through. Super scary. I loved it. I love the scenario. How do you not think that she's the White Room person? Is it the fact that she's just being very bold about it? Very upfront about it? You think the person is going to act like you, Ayano Koji, where they're going to try to hide in the shadow? And technically, she's hiding in the shadow right now. Sakata Industrial. 1001. What is this? The Sakata Industrial stuff I get is a bunch of gardening stuff, like seeds and stuff. I don't think this is what it was. What'd she say it was?
I bought these with my school points. For you, consider it a get-well gift.
I don't want to say that they're the no-no stuff, because she was just talking about sex prior to this. But, like, what else could it be? It's not. What is 0.01? When I see that, I think of mechanical pencils. Anyways, yeah, she's my prime candidate of the White Room person. I don't see anybody else. The blonde girl, maybe, but the more we talk to her, or the more Ayano Koji talks to her, the less likely I feel like she is the White Room person. And she's just stirring up trouble. What do you mean when she was saying, "Oh, I helped out Pseudo, so you should help me back," or you still owe me? It's like, no, that was the whole reason why I made you dinner, or Ayano Koji made you dinner in the first place. He doesn't owe you anything. But then when it comes to this girl, I don't think she's the White Room. I do think of her as a rival, in a sense. For instance, do you know your rivals that you have in Pokemon, in which they basically run up to you and say, "Hey, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna be your rival. I'm laying it all out on the line. I'm not hiding anything." That's basically what she's doing. In what she's I don't want to say she's declaring war, but she's just making it clear and apparent that she's gunning for Ayano Koji and what her plans are. She's not going to do it right now. She's going to wait until there's a better opportunity. So she's just making it clear that she's going to hit him. And he's saying, "Hit me with your best shot." So it's almost as if they've come to an understanding that they are on opposite sides. But anyways, that was my reaction to Classroom of the Elite Season 4. Season 4, Episode 5. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put a question down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.